Hey, so I was asked, why have I mentioned Argonne National Laboratory so often? Well, I'll tell you why. My dad was a research scientist there, Lars C. Smizker, and he often took me to work. And I have a lot of fun memories, starting from the drive up the wooded road to the security gate, to the building, to the laboratory, watching him work with lasers. I got to see how computers were used in science in the early 90s, late 80s too. And my first computer was actually a Apple Lisa. That was pretty cool. I also learned to swim there. So Argonne National Laboratories is near and dear to my heart. And because of that, I also know better than most what is available in terms of cooperative education programs and internships, and who is a candidate for those programs. And I also know there isn't much of a difference between Argonne National Laboratories and other laboratories in North America, not just the United States. So knowledge about Argonne translates well to knowledge about how to apply to programs at other institutions. And that's necessary. Now, does that mean I only have North America in mind? No, and I don't have only natural sciences and engineering in mind either. In Japan, there are schools for Scandinavian design. Hell, in South Korea, there are a few universities on languages which teach Danish and Icelandic, but not Faroese, strangely enough. And in South Africa, there are degrees, world-class degrees in mining sciences. And there are degrees in social sciences from Southeast Asia that can stand up against the best in the world. And there are programs at all of these institutions that students from the Faroe Islands could attend. They could get something out of it. As guest students, as researchers, as interns. But here's the catch. In order for any student on the Faroe Islands to actually be allowed to attend them, the university has to contact these universities and say, hey, we'd like to be in a partnership with you. Usually it's an exchange of students, but in cases like Argonne, the student would actually work at the laboratory and be paid. And that actually brings up another issue. Who would pay for it? The university doesn't have resources to immediately translate Faroese to English. Well, most of the cost is borne by the institution. By Argonne National Laboratories would actually be paying for the majority of the program because they're getting a intern researcher to help advance sciences. And that means for a very small investment, when that student comes back to Faroe Islands, the university, to complete his or her degree, that student is also going to be able to share the knowledge he or she acquired during the internship or during the program. And not only every single student in the student body will benefit from what they can learn from the student, but Faroe society in general would benefit. So I see no reason why the university shouldn't have a pie-in-the-sky aim and go for a cooperation with these institutes. But the person that you elect to the board of directors as your representative not only needs to have that pie-in-the-sky vision, which is easily attainable, but that person needs to understand that vision well. They have to understand who it is that the dean of the university has to talk to. They have to understand what the general costs